Now, my experience, obviously, within the Twitter space and X space, keen to know what you think on this. Is there's a large startup community there
Yeah.
from multiple regions, US, Saudi, from my experience, and obviously the European as well market. Now, how do you think startups like to engage with design? Do you think it is I just want this person to be on tap and available on this project, or I want to know how much X costs? Like, what's your experience with how startups engage with someone like yourself?
I mean, like, I think like a lot of the time, from my experience, there's a lot of startups. Well, a lot of startups that reach out to me are usually kind of very early stage. So it's like we need something to go online. We need to like tell a story of like our product or our service or whatever. So, you know, that's usually like my job to then try and identify the kind of problems that they're trying to achieve and trying to kind of display that on the web. And I think like it's just a very I just try and keep things really simple and just try and kind of identify the problems that they're trying to solve, you know. And I think startups, like for me, like I said, I think you know, I think like I said, it's very early stage startups that reach out to me most of the time, and it's just about identifying kind of what they need, what their needs are, and how you kind of creatively put that out there. You know, I don't think, I mean, I don't really work with like a lot of kind of like huge kind of enterprisey clients or anything like that. But I think like
I don't think it's too dissimilar from what you're saying.
Yeah.
But what's really, really interesting, everything you're saying there really feels consultative to me. Like, it really feels like, okay, I want to understand your problem and stuff like that. So that's why I'm kind of keen to know your thoughts on the more transactional engagements of a design subscription. Because there's multiple out there, obviously, online. That it very much is like, submit a ticket for X, you'll get it within 48 hours, right? And it really loses that kind of that genuine, okay, I don't know about you, but when I engage with a client, I want to actually truly understand their problems, take them as my own, understand them, and then be able to talk to the person and be able to figure that out. Where I feel like if it's not even getting on a client call, hit subscribe,
it's very
submit the ticket
transactional.
here. But I've also seen an interest where people actually want to work async. They don't want to get on calls. It's a weird.
Yeah, I mean, I like to go async for the most part. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
interesting.
I don't know. I just think like you can end up spending like an hour or two on a meeting that's where you could have like been in Figma, like working on a problem, part of their problem, like designing part of their website or product. I mean, I think it's down to the person. It's down to the individual, not like yourself. Like I feel like if you like jumping on a call, like, and that's what you enjoy rather than being async, then you know that's absolutely fine. But for me, I don't know. I just like to kind of get on with it, you know.
Do you feel like you need to really explain or justify your process or what you're doing or the outcome you've provided, or do you feel like no, here it is? Like, what kind of?
No, like I like to like. I mean, I'll always kind of give continuous updates with you know, whatever I'm working on. You know, like kind of daily updates, and here's like the Figma file. Here's what I've done today. Here's like some new variations of this web page I'm working on or product. So I think like you said there, like previously about like the kind of design subscriptions, I think like I like to like make that kind of personal connection with a client and kind of, you know, because you know you might be out of work in a few months or whatever, and they might have some work that you might be helpful for. So, you know, you might plug that gap that you might not have work in the future, versus like, you know, completely async and like there's just like a, you know, the design subscription stuff where you can just like literally create a ticket and like, I just want you to do this for me right now, you know?
It just feels a bit...
Doesn't feel personal enough to me, I don't think.
How do you engage with that project as well?
Yeah.
Like
it's fascinating. Like I feel like it's
you need to be wired a certain way, I think.
Yeah. I think like if you enjoy seeing like those tickets come through, I would have major anxiety seeing that.
Yeah, because